Radhe Radhe मेरे भाइयों. Today I'm going to solve a new question of LeetCode, that is 28 product of array except itself. So what the question is saying? Let me explain. So given an teaser array nums, return an array answer such that answer is I is equal to the product of all elements of nums except the element. The product of one prefix or suffix of num is guaranteed to fit in 32-bit integer. Means it will contain integer type, it will not go beyond this. You must write an algorithm that runs in of and time and without using the division operation. You don't have to use the division operation, right? So I will explain the question using a test case. So let's see what the question is saying. So the question is saying now, like look, yeah, sorry, wait, yeah, 1 2 3 4 means the question is saying you have to return an array in which the array will be like if you are a 2, so product of element except itself means all the product of elements except these two, right? So all the element except 2 is 3 4 and 1. So what is the product? 3 into 4 12, 12 into 1 12. So 4 2 4, so 4 2, the answer will be 12. And so for 1 will be what? Except 1, what are the product of every element? 4 3 12, 12 2 into 2 24, right? For 3 product of element except 3, so 4 into 2 8, 8 into 1 8 8, and so 4 3 into 6 means you have to return an array in which the index element will be the product of all the number except itself only, right? So I will take another test case. 1 3 5 0 6. Okay, so let's see how the array will look like. So the array will be like 5 positions. So for 1, what is the product of all elements? 3 into 5 15 into 0 0 0 into 6 0 means for 1 and 0 index answer will be 0. For 3, what is the product of all element except 3? So 1 into 5 means, as you can see, this any number will you when you multiply from 0, the answer will be 0. So for except when you leave 3, what is the product? 5 into 1 5, 5 into 0 still when any time I will multiply from 0, the answer will be 0. So for 5, same answer will be 0. For 0, see, we don't have to include 0, so what will be the multiply? 6 into 5 30, 30 into 3 90, so answer will be 90. So for 6, again 0 will be multiplied, so answer will be 0. So this is the answer array, right? So I hope you understand the question. Now I will tell you the approaches. So first approach will be the simple brute force. What you can think? 3 4 5 6 7. Sorry, like let's take some easy test case so that you can understand easy. 1 2 3 4 5. So what is the product of all element? So see, 5 into 4 20, 20 into 3 60, 60 into 2 120. Product of all element is 120. So if like product of all element you got, now what you want product of all element except itself, means you do not have to include this. Means if you want to for this index you want product of all elements except 3, so you have product of all elements. So if you divide it by the number which you want to accept from the product, you will get the product. So for 3, if you divide 120 by 3, what will be the output? 40. So as you can see, except 3, what is the multiplication? 5 into 4 20, 20 into 2 40, right? So this thing you can do. Now try for another index. So for 1 2 3 4 5, if we check for fourth index, see for fourth index, what is the multiplication was? Total multiplication was 120. Now we don't want to include this product into include this number as your product. So just divide by the just divide to the product. So you will divide. So what will the answer? 24. So for this 24, and now you can prove 4 into 3 12, 12 into 2 24. So except 5, all the product of the elements are 24. So this can be the brute force, but as in the given constraint you do not have to include modulo operation, so we need to move further. So what we can extra think about this question? So let's see. 1 2 3 4 5. So I will come to the part what we can think of. So for 3, what we can think? So if we are at 0 index, 0 1 2 3 4, this is the index, right? So if we are at 2 index, what things we require? we require sum of all previous all elements and sum of next all elements after this index. Sure, you means I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you are at 2 index, you want multiplication of all right side and all left side, right? First thing. Second thing, 1 2 3 4 5. If you are at 4, what thing you require? All elements after this index and all element before this index. Means you want multiplication of this. If somehow someone will give you the product of this left and product of this right, you can simply add multiply those product and you can get the product of element except itself. Means you require at any instant you require left side multiplication and right side multiplication. So as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5. For this index you want just right multiplication, because for left it is 1, because if there is no element in the left the product is 1, but as in the right there are 4 elements, so you require product of all 4, and if there is no element of left, so you require only 1, and just after multiplying these two numbers you will get the multiplication of this, means product of array except itself. So I hope you understand what I wants to say. So now let's go through now let's let me tell you the approach what I want to say. So for at any index you want this left side product and right side product. So I want to say you can use prefix multiplication and suffix multiplication. That's why I told you why you require this left product and right product, because I want you to tell you that you can use prefix product and suffix product. So prefix product means you are at 3, you can get multiplication of this left, and if you are at 3 you can get multiplication of this right, and if you able to get both these two you can simply multiply those and just return in the answer array. So I hope you understand. So let take a test case. So for if I need a left, like if I am at 4, I require 12 should be there, because before 4 there are 3 elements and we multiply of all those 3. So for 3 what should it look like? It look like 12. And for this index, how the product will look like? 4 3 12 into 2 24. And for 3 how it should look like? 2. And for 2 how it should look like? 1. And for 1 there is no element, so it is 1. So the left side will look like this, you know, and right side, how the right side will look like? So for 5 there is no element in the right, so simply 1. And for 4 what we want? 5, because after 4 there are only 1 element, so 5 is there. And for 3 how many elements are there in the right? 2, so product of all these 2 means 20. And for 2 how many elements? 3 elements, so 5 4 20, 20 into 3 60. And for 1 how many elements are in the right? 4, so product of all 120, right? 5 4 20 23. So I hope you understand what I want to say. So as you can see, for 1 2 3 4 5, for this I want product of all left and product of all right, and then we can simply multiply those. For 3 I need multiplication of all left element and multiplication of all right element, so that I can multiply later. So as I got left and right, now as there is a pattern. See, if you multiply these two elements, 24 into 1, you will get the multiplication of array except itself. So see how I am saying this. 1 2 3 4 5, and left was what? Again draw 1 1 2 12 and 24, and right was what? 120 60 25 and 1. Leave this. Okay, so for 5 what should be the answer array? The answer array should be for this it should be 24. For 4 it should be 3 6 6 30. And for this 5 4 20, 20 into 2 40. And for 2 it should look like 5 4 20, 20 into 3 60. And for this it should look like 120. The answer should be like this. So as you can see, if I am at 4 I need product of all left. So what should be the product? 4 3 12, 12 into 2 24. So as you can see, if you multiply these two elements, means last two element, it is giving you 24. So let's take a result array and store it there only, 24. For this if you multiply these two, I am getting 60. If you multiply these two, 20 into 2 40. If I multiply this, I'm getting 60. And if I multiply this, I'm getting 20. So as you can say, the resultant array is 120. So how it 120 is coming? Because if I am at 1, I need product of all right element, right? So product of all right element will be 5 into 4, 20, 20 into 3, 60, 60 into 2, 20. 120 is there. For to what I need? For left all and right all. So left is 1 and for right 60. So it should look like 60. As you can see, 60 is there. For 3, 60 and 20. 20 and 2 into 40, as you can see. So I hope you understand why I take prefix multiply and suffix multiply. So I will take another test case so that you can understand again better. So 3, 4, 5, 6 and 10. Okay, so first take answer array. Left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and right. Okay, so for if I am going to left, for there is no element before this, so 1 will be there. For 4, how many elements are there in the left? Take some other color. 4, there are 1 element, so product is 3. And if I am at 5, product of all 3, so 4 into 3, 12. If I am 6, product should be 5, 4, 20, 20 into 3, 60. If I am at 10, so left should be 6, 5, 30, 30 into 4, 120, 120 in 3, 360. Okay, so how the right will look like? If I am at 10, the right should be 1. If I am at 6, the product should be 10 because only 1 in the right. If I am at 5, the product of all to the right, 60. Okay, if I am at 4, the product should be 10 into 6, 60 into 5, 300. And if I am 3, so product will be 5, 4, 20, 20 into 100, 200, 200 into 6, 1200. Okay, so I filled the left and right array. So as you can see, the given array was 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. So manually the answer, so for this element, what is the product of array except itself? It is like 6 into 5, 10, 10 into 4, 40, 40 into 3, 120. 6 into 5, 30, 30 into 4, 120, 120 into 3, 360. For this, product is 360. So as you can see, when you multiply these two, you will get 360. Put into the answer. Okay. For 6, what is the product of array except itself? 5 into 4, 20, 20 into 3, 60. And 1 is right in the right. So 60 into 10, 600. As you can see, if you multiply these two, you will get 600. Okay. So for 5, 4 into 3, 12, 12 into 60, 720. So as you can see, if you multiply these two, answer will be 720. So the pattern you got means, as I already told you, so if you are at any index, you require left multiply and right multiply. That's why I am finding the left multiplication at every index and right multiplication at every index, so that I can multiply those later. Because at this index, I have multiplication of left side, right side, for right in right array, and in this array left array I have multiplication of all these. So for this index, in this array I have multiplication of all these element left, and at same time at right I have multiplication of all right, so I can simply multiply those so that I can get the multiplication, whole multiplication. So I hope you understand the concept, prefix multiply and suffix multiply. Now I will write the code so that you can understand. First, take a left array you have to take of n size, okay, and right array you have to take vector int right n also, okay. So and product will be, first will be 1, right? So first, if left, for 0 index left nothing is there, so 1 will be by default. Same for right, means rightmost index will be nothing, so it will be 1. So what I will do, I will traverse first. For I is equals to I 1, I less than array dot size and I plus plus, right? So what I want, as you can see, if I am at this index, I want multiplication of these two, right? So as you can see, for this, what I want, for left of I want what? Previous multiplication. So array of I minus 1 into left of I minus 1. I will do the dry run. Okay, don't worry about that. For this, I have populated the left array. Now for right, again I will do n minus 2, I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. what I'll do, right of I, how right of I look like, array of I plus 1, I'm getting the next element into right of I plus 1. And after doing this, you can simply, for int answer array, you can populate I less than n and I plus plus, and you can simply answer of I is equals to left of I into right of I. So answer will be populated. So let's take a dry run. 1 2 3 4 5. So let's populate the left and right using the code. So what I write, for left of I, answer should be left of I minus 1 into array of I minus 1, right? So left is, first left is populated with 1 in starting, and I want to populate the fourth one. Now as I am at 0 at first index, the left of I means left of 1 is what? Left of I minus 1 means 1 minus 1, what? 0. So left of 0 is what? 1 into array of I minus 1. So array of I minus 1 is what? 1. The array of I minus is what? Left of 0 into array I is 1. So I 1 minus 1 0 means array of 0 you want. So array of 0 is what? 1. So you can simply put 1. And why 1 is coming? Because as you can see, if I am at 1 index, the product of all left is only 1. So that's why 1. Now I am at 2 index. So left of 2, how the left of 2 will look like? Left of 2 minus 1 into array of 2 minus 1. So left of 2 minus 1 is what? Left of 1. So left of 1 is what? 1. So 1 into array of 1. Array of 1 is what? 2. So 2 into 1, 2. Simply put 2. So as you can see, if I am at 3, the product of all left is what? 2 into 1, 2. That's why it's coming to 4, 3 index. Left of 3 is what? Left of 3 is equals to left of 2 into array of 2. So left of 2 is what? 2, and array of 2 is what? 3. So 3 into 2, 6. So for these 4, what is the product of all the left element? 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 1, 6. That's why I'm getting 6. So I hope you understand the question. I've already done the dry run. So I hope you understand the question. Let me summarize, as the video is getting long. So summary is, first you can use division operation. So but in the constant you cannot do this. So that's why I came up with prefix multiplication and suffix multiplication. And why? I already told you that at any index you want multiplication of left and multiplication of right. So that's why I stored somewhere of, for this element, multiplication of all left, and for this multiplication of all right, and I can simply multiply these two at this index. So suffix and prefix, I got the intuition. So I hope you understand the question. But time complexity is what? O of n, and space complexity is what? 2 into O of n, because I'm making two array, one is left and one is right. So I hope you understand the question. I will be attaching the code link in the description. So I'll be meeting in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Jai Shri Ram.